What's good, YouTube? Wherever you're watching this video, I appreciate you for spending your time right here, right now. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be explaining 5 signs to know that you are objectively attractive. Before we get into the video, I want to say I appreciate all the new supporters, all the supporters who've been here from the start. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight into it.
I woke up in the morning, I say I need one of those. They got me trying all they clothes. They got me trying all they clothes. I swear to God, I never wear a dress.
Now guys, what do I mean by objectively attractive? This is attraction that can be proven. That's as simple as it is. Just attraction that can actually be proven. So if you're calling yourself an attractive person, it's because it has been proven. This is what objective attraction is. Now with that being said, let's get straight into the first point. The first way you can know that you are an objectively attractive person is if people are surprised by your insecurities. Now guys, often people believe that attractive people, they don't have insecurities, they don't have things about them that they feel a certain type of way about, because they just look at an attractive person. You look this way, you look that way, you look good. Why would someone like that have insecurities? So when you do find someone who may be your best friend, someone who's close to you, maybe even a family member, when you do find somebody who you feel like you can open up to, and you open up to them about your insecurities, they're often taken back. Like, what? You have insecurities? This doesn't make sense. You look good. What do you have to be insecure about? Now to you, you may look at the attractive person and think, you know what? You look amazing. You look like this, you look like that. You look just great. But to them, deep down inside, it may be an insecurity that they've carried with them since childhood. So first thing first, right off the bat, if you want to know if you're an attractive person objectively, you've got to realize when people are surprised by you being insecure about something, that's a strong sign that you're attractive, because the fact that they're surprised is because they believe attractive people don't have insecurities. So if someone believes you don't have an insecurity, then they obviously believe you are an attractive person. So guys, that's first thing first, right off the bat, people will be surprised by your insecurities. Now guys, my very second point is going to be that men will be intimidated by you. Now there may be some people out there who believe that no, your men aren't just going to be intimidated by you because you're handsome. Okay, let me explain why I believe that men will be intimidated by you if you are handsome. You've got to realize men are very competitive naturally. So if they see someone in the environment who has more probability to mate with the woman in the environment, and not even just create life, just sleep with the woman, etc. If they see someone in the environment, and it's biological, let me explain what I mean before I get into my point. It's biological, right? So men have always wanted to see what type of woman they can mate with, right? And if an attractive person is in the environment, then obviously the chances of you being able to pick the woman you want to mate with is going to go down, because the attractive person he's going to get the pick of the litter, basically, put it like that, because he's an attractive person. Women are going to look at him for, the qualities he can bring to the children. So you've got to realize, if you're an attractive person in the environment, there's biology that's been here since a long time ago. So I'm not just saying men are intimidated because of blah, blah, blah. I'm actually showing you the biology of why men are intimidated by handsome men. You've got to realize, since the beginning of time, if a handsome guy's in an environment, then he's going to have the pick of the litter when it comes to the woman. So that type of intimidation, it doesn't just disappear because it's the 21st century. That's still going to be here. So guys, you've got to realize, if you've got guys out there hating on you, or they're talking down on you, or they're just saying whatever, you've got to realize this is not nothing new. Handsome guys have been dealing with this since the beginning of time. You're always going to find men who are intimidated by you, and rightfully so. Don't even take it personal. Rightfully so. You're the guy out there who's going to get the pick of the litter and take everything else away from us. So rightfully so. So don't even take it personal or become feminine about it, or even react with violence or anything. Don't do that unless you need to defend yourself. Don't go out your way trying to prove something. It just is what it is. Now guys, my third point. And before we get into the third point, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you're still here right now, so I can show some love back to the people who show love to me. But my third point, guys, my third way to know you're an objectively attractive person is you'll become annoyed at the attention. Now. I know some of you may have heard that and you're like, oh, here we go. someone who is just full of themselves, someone who just loves it. No, it's not even from that angle. You've got to realize if someone is telling you, oh, you look like this, you look like that, you look like this. Like, for example, even with me, do you know how many times I've been accused of mewing? Before I even got into the YouTube space, I didn't even know what mewing was. And then I looked it up when I started getting in my comment section. And people out here really think I'm mewing. You know, so it will eventually get to a point where it's like, it kind of does get, I don't want to necessarily say, for me personally, I don't want to necessarily say it annoys me, but you will get those times where it's a bit frustrating. So when you start becoming overall, in general, I'm not just talking about me, overall, in general, when you start getting annoyed with the attention, that kind of shows that you are an objectively attractive person, because the average person wishes they can get some attention. The average person wishes they can get some attention. Guys, appreciate who you are in this life and appreciate the physical body you've been given in this life and take care of it. Go to the gym, make sure you're eating right, etc. Because there's some people who walk around in this life and they almost feel invisible, like no one sees them, nothing. And even if you're handsome, if you're just an average guy who's handsome, you will to an extent feel that as well, not necessarily being successful, but not as much as someone who's not successful and average looking. So you gotta realize that some people just walk around like that. So don't get too frustrated with the attention. But if you do get frustrated with, maybe you got not frustrated with a compliment. If you get frustrated with a compliment, and I don't mean that in terms of reacting negatively. Never react negatively to a compliment. Even if you are having a bad day, you show love to people, you show love to you. But when you start doing that, you know, getting frustrated at the compliments, etc., it's a strong way to show that you are an attractive person, because an average looking person is not going to get to the point where they're frustrated with attention. Now guys, my fourth way to know that you are an objectively attractive person is your profession. Now what do I mean by profession? What type of profession are you able to garner, right, from your looks? And not only that, the profession that you are in, maybe it doesn't have nothing to do, well, I'm going to get to that. It's always going to have something to do with your looks if you're an objectively attractive person. But the profession that you are in, what position are you in that profession? Now, let me explain the first point. Let's say you're able to become a really successful fitness influencer. Guess what? Most likely, now, you could have just built a great physique, which will make you more attractive. But most likely, if you're a fitness trainer, etc., and you're able to build a successful business, there's a bunch of science bros who know every type of workout, know the angles, the time and the tension, everything. But they're not that successful as a fitness trainer because of their looks. So a lot of it is down to looks. Someone could have gym bro science, and if they look good, they're going to be able to garner a lot of clientele. So if you're able to, or modeling, anything like that, if you're able to bring in income based upon your looks, you are an objectively attractive person. Now, on the flip side, let's say you're in a field that traditionally doesn't have anything to do with your looks, right? Let's say it could be any type of job, right, that doesn't really have anything to do with your looks. But you've got to realize the reason I still say it has something to do with your looks, because if you're able to garner a promotion, etc., you're probably, I'm not saying just because you got promoted, you're objectively attractive, right? There could be someone who's not objectively attractive and got promoted. But if people are treating you a certain type of way in your work environment, you notice little things where people, they warm up when you're around, or the boss, etc., is treating you a certain type of way, or you've gained a promotion that maybe you know you didn't really do too much to get that promotion. Guys, this is because you are objectively attractive. Now guys, last but not least, the fifth way and the final way to know that, well, there's plenty more ways, but I guess if you want a part 2 of this video, because there is quite a lot of ways to know that you're an objectively attractive person, make sure to comment in the comment section down below. But the last way is women overthinking. This is a great way to know you're an objectively attractive person. If you're average looking, a woman is not going to be tripping about where you were last night. I'm just going to say it for how it is. Women are not going to care about where you were last night. Let me just put it like that. Because they know it's not with a girl. They know it wasn't with a girl. So they're not going to be overthinking. But if you're an attractive person, the likelihood of you being with another woman is high. Whereas with the average person, it's not high. So when you have women overthinking, texting you this, where are you here, where are you there, where are you that, Now, there is a rare case where she's just madly in love with you. But if the reason I say rare case with that, because if it's a situation where she's just madly in love with you as an average guy, you're probably gonna reciprocate that to an extent. So I don't even think that's the reason. That's why I do say rare occasion. It could just be just love and she just wants to know where you are. But someone who's really in love with you like that is not gonna trip like that, right? The tripping usually comes from physical attraction and what I think you're gonna be out there doing. If it's a dynamic where a woman just generally loves this guy and that those type of thoughts and envy in regards to you attracting other women, they're not really gonna come about. So that's why I say that's a rare occasion. But when a woman is tripping and overthinking, accusing you of stuff, you know, you walk in, maybe you did meet a woman not to sleep with her or anything, maybe it was a business meeting and she gave you a hug and you're smelling like a bit of perfume now. She's over there, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, first of all. You got to put her in a place. You got to make sure she doesn't harass you. But when that type of stuff is going on, it's because you're objectively attractive 9 times out of 10. Now, guys, I appreciate every single one of you for watching this video. I hope these signs have given you more awareness when it comes to yourself and understanding how your part in the world, basically. And what I mean by that is what you can get out of your attraction now that you know you're objectively attractive. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And take care of yourself. I'm out.